has been not going to arising. And if you look at the evolution of world class manufacturing, here in the evolution of world class manufacturing, it has been the term has been first publicized in 1986 by Richard Schonberger. As per him, means after that Second World War, this has been evolved. And in 1970s, the Japan has emerged as a significant or efficient manufacturing power, which is followed by Germany, France, Korea, Taiwan. Till 1970s, the markets were stable and were relatively understanding or undemanding. They were short supply. There were supply shortages. So, because of all these things, there's low cost, logistics were not organized properly, quality procedures were not followed, and work organization was not organized properly. So, what happened because of all this? The principles of mass production were appropriate, and as long as the markets were stable, undemanding, it was. But when once final markets became more heterogeneous and changeable, new principles of production had to be established. But in Europe, North America, and Japan, these market conditions began to change in the 1970s. And customers wanted increasing variety and quality and were unwilling to compromise the quality at sake of low price. So they were like that, we don't want at low price, but still we want a good quality product, whatever the price may be. So this had led the procedures in these countries to adopt new organizing principles for the production process. And the first principles of world class manufacturing, that is WCM, is about not about a particular product or it's not a mindset towards consistent developing or delivering exceptional and expectations bearing or beating manufacturing performance. If we look at here in the practice, we have different principles. We just look at here. Whenever actually world class manufacturing talks about the large and bulk manufacturing of products, and the principles behind world class manufacturing are customer satisfaction. That's the main motive is to the customer should be satisfied, and customer expectations drive the process, streamline processes, continuous improvement by reductions and elimination of losses, efficiency and productivity improvements, zero accidents has to be seen, zero breakdowns, zero defects, wastage, zero wastage, visible fault management, employee satisfaction, enabling and motivating the environment. So if you look at this, what is happening here, the whenever we talk about the first principles of world class manufacturing, the principles means in world class manufacturing, these all have to be taken into consideration to call it as world class manufacturing. Why? Because they always see the main motive is to provide customer satisfaction, which zero wastage all this includes. Then it is only called as world class manufacturing. Then to attain that, what are the practices that are being followed? So to attain the world class manufacturing or to practice that, these are different methods or the model that are being used. That is Kaizen. If you see the first one is Kaizen, it's a Japanese word which means Kai and Zen. So Kai represents the do and Zen represents the well. Do well. What are the manufacturing you are doing? Kaizen means continuous improvement, gradual and continuous progress. It should be there, always increase in value, intensification and improvement. And lean manufacturing is an approach to transform non-value added activity into a value added activity. Whatever which is there, which is termed as non-value added, that has been turned into value added activity. And the main purpose of implementing the lean manufacturing is to condense the waste so as to become more approachable to the customer demand. So they try to decrease or bring down the wastage and provide more and more best product to the customer. And the next one is TQM, that is total quality management, which improves the quality or say quality improvement approach, which is increasingly implemented by manufacturing and service organization in order to improve the performance in terms of quality, productivity, customer satisfaction, and profitability. So the main elements of TQM are to the total quality, total quality and management. So here total refers to the involvement of all the employees working in the organization, and quality refers to the fitness for the purpose, and management refers to the managing the systems. And the next one is JIT, that is just in time, which was developed by Taichi Ono in 1982. Just in time is a method of continuous manufacturing of improvement, which is based on eliminating all the waste in the manufacturing process. So when you are manufacturing a product and in the process of manufacturing, what are the waste that has been arising that has to be eliminated, that has to be eliminated, and and it is considered as a production method to evolve a defective free process. Next is 5S. 5S is a systematic philosophy for ensuring optimum workplace productivity, that is quality, output, and safety. And 5S refers to the five Japanese words, namely Seiri, Seiten, Shiso, and Shiketsu, and Shitsuke. So these are the five S, which are the word Japanese terms which are used for the purpose of this 5S. It's a 5S philosophy. And the acronym of these words in English language is sort, set, shine, standardize, and sustain. This is the main model of 5S which talks about in the manufacturing process. Next is total productivity. These all methods we'll study in again upcoming classes, where in detail we will try to understand what each process or each method is talking about. The next comes the total productive maintenance. And here total productive maintenance is an important world-class manufacturing program introduced during the quality revolution, and TPM help in streamlining the manufacturing and other business functions and gathering continuous profits. Moreover, the TPM, that is total productive management or maintenance, is considered as a beneficial tool for improving the manufacturing performance by augmenting the effectiveness of productive production facilities. That is total product maintenance. Next one is supply chain management, and it's basically aims in the management of integration and coordination of supply, demand, and relationships for the fulfillment of customer requirement. So whatever we are doing, all these methods are followed in the world class manufacturing. The main motive of every method is to satisfy the customer. Customer satisfaction is the final goal or ultimate goal that has been predetermined in any method you follow under world class manufacturing. So if you look at here, apart from customer satisfaction, that is effective and profitable manners, have stated that supply chain management consists of various methodologies which will integrate the suppliers, manufacturers, distributors, and customers more effectively in order to refine the long term performance of the organization. So, ultimately, not only satisfying the customer requirements but also achieving the organizational goals or organizational objective is also one of the foremost important objective in any organization. The next comes the Six Sigma. Six Sigma has been considered as more beneficial approach for improving the organizational productivity, and Six Sigma as an approach to improve manufacturing process. Moreover, Moreover, it is also considered as a formal and disciplined approach for defining, measuring, analyzing, improving, and controlling the process. And Six Sigma basically derives out the variability and reduce waste in process with the help of statistical tools and bird and techniques. And now then comes the bird eyes view of Six Sigma. So now we are going to study in detail what actually Six Sigma means. So Six Sigma refers to quality improvement of business strategy concept. It is mainly used by the Motorola and that in the United States in 1987. So as per this statistical terms, Six Sigma is abbreviated form of six standard deviations from the mean, which mathematically translates about two defects per billion. So whatever the product is there, they see that if the product 2 billion products are there, there will be a chance of getting defect product is only two. Out of billion, there is a chance of getting any defect product is only two. Means strictly speaking, process has to be achieved Six Sigma, but producing no more than two defects per billion parts produced. So what is happening here? The industry has somehow taken the equivalent defect rate of 3.4 ppm, which is really corresponds to roughly 4 to 5, 4.5 sigma. So what is happening? A person speaking of Six Sigma is most likely referring to a quality equivalent to 3.4 defects per million. So when Motorola has been using this, stated Motorola has stated Six Sigma in the 1980s that it was applied to repetitive manufacturing process. That however the use of Six Sigma was well established in almost all aspects of doing business in a wide range of industries. And it was defined by the voice of the customer. By because statistics based problem solving, results orientation, and quantifiable top and bottom line returns are also ingredients of Six Sigma. Then we talk about the lean manufacturing. Lean manufacturing or lean production. It refers to a business concept wherein the goal is to minimize the amount of time and resources used in the manufacturing process and other activities of an enterprise, where main emphasis on eliminating all forms of wastage. Almost all the methods talk about the elimination of the wastage only. Here in this lean manufacturing, it emphasis is more on eliminating all forms of wastage only. And it is basically the fusion of various management philosophies with emphasis on eliminating all forms of wastage. And it is basically the fusion of various management philosophies designed to make operations as efficient as possible. And what is happening here? We just look at here the JID, that is just in time, Kaizen, total quality management, total predictive management, cellular manufacturing, all are the philosophies which are included in lean manufacturing. So in lean manufacturing, it uses almost all the rules or the policies that are being followed in this all, that is JIT, TQM, TPM, Kaizen, whatever the rules they're following, that all are being implemented in the lean manufacturing. So lean manufacturing operates on three principles. One is MUDA. MUDA means waste or is bad. Next, manufacturing process must be closely tied to the market requirement. So whatever you are manufacturing the product, that must be related and it must be always equivalent to the market requirement, not less than that, or it is not more than that. And the next one is company should be seen should be seen as continuous and uniform whole that includes customers and suppliers and concept known as value stream. So the basic elements of lean manufacturing are just in time, that is higher efficiency manufacturing or continuous production or continuous product flow. Next is continuous improvement of process along the entire value chain. and setting of multifunctional and multi-skilled. So, what are the benefits when you talk about the benefits of lean manufacturing? We have waste reduction and production cost reduction, shorter manufacturing cycle times, lower manpower requirements, minimal inventories, higher equipment utilization and manufacturing capacity, improved cash flow, higher productive product quality and reliability, and better customer service. Next is TQM, that is total quality management. So it is a structured system for managing the quality of products, process, and resources of an organization. For what purpose? In order to satisfy its internal and external customers. And there is no standard or hardline procedure for implementing total quality management. Every company can practice total quality management in a manner it sees best for its organization. However, a company's TQM program must always be structured and internally standardized. That is, every time or everyone within an organization must practice TQM in the structured manner, whichever is set by the management itself. And most companies are nowadays are choosing or adopting TQM program pattern after an already established TQM model. Example, the demeaning application price, the Malcolm Baldrige criteria for performance excellence, the ISO series of standards. So these are one of the things which will determine that you are following the established TQM process. And when you are going goes back to the teachings of Drucker, Duran, Deming, Ishikawa, who have studied and developed ideas for improving organizational management. What are the steps in TQM? So it's a very simple model for TQM consists the following steps. The company reviews the needs of its customers and if they are being delivered by the company, and also the company plans the activities needed to meet these customer needs, and company establishes and stabilizes the process required to deliver the products and services needed by the customer, and company implements systems to further improve its processes, products and services. And the principles of TQM: quality can and we must be managed. Everyone is a customer delight, customer to delight. Processes, not the people, are the problem. Every employee is responsible for quality. Problems must have been prevented, not just fixed. Quality must be measured so it can be controlled. Quality improvements must be continuous. That is what total quality management and its principles. And total product maintenance, productive maintenance. Here it's nothing but the maintaining or optimizing the productivity for manufacturing equipment through systematic equipment maintenance involving the employees at all levels. This concept has been evolved in 1970s, where productive maintenance emerged, rolling into one system. The following, one of the system, the preventive maintenance, equipment reliability engineering, equipment maintainability, and also uh, engineering, equipment maintainability engineering, and equipment engineering economics. And under the system, the technical or engineering group still has the main responsibility of equipment maintenance. And TPM has key 8 strategies, which talks that is focus improvements, that is Kaizen, autonomous maintenance, plant maintenance, technical training, early equipment management, quality maintenance, administrative and support functions management, safety and environmental management. And it always, TPM has key 8 strategies to eliminate 6 big losses. So, what are those six big losses? Breakdowns, which can result in long, expensive repairs, setups, conversions and changeovers, idling and minor stoppages, reduced equipment speed, defects and rework, and startup losses. And also, by eliminating these big six losses, the TPM requires the mastery of four equipment maintenance techniques. That is preventive maintenance to prevent breakdowns, corrective maintenance to modify for improvement, equipment for increased reasonability and maintenance, that is easier maintenance, maintenance prevention to design and install equipment that are maintenance free, and breakdown maintenance to repair equipment quickly after they break down. And just to look at here, this is 5S method, that is sort. The first one is sort. If you just look at here, sort means an organization, separate needed items from unneeded and eliminate the later. So we have a group of products in which needed and unneeded both are there. So in the sorting stage, sorting means separating. We separate the unneeded and needed items separately. Next we have set. The next one is set. That is set in order. Orderliness we call it as. So keep needed items in the correct place to allow easy and fast retrieval. So first what we are doing, we are sorting. In sorting stage, we separate the unneeded products to the needed one. And in second stage, that is set in order, we try to see that keep needed items in the correct place to allow easy and fast retrieval. Next come the shine, that is cleanliness. Keep the workspace swept and clean. And the fourth one is standardize. Creates a consistent approach with which tasks and procedures are done or standardized. And the next come the last one, that is sustain. Sustain is nothing but a discipline, habit to maintain established process. Whatever the process we are following these four stages, that has to be followed discipline regularly without any gap or without any delay. Then only it is called as 5S method which has been followed. So that's I'm not going to read because sort is again the place where unneeded and needed, which is unneeded we put a red tag that this is not needed for us. Now if you look at here, emerging business trends in information age. So we have two ages, what is industrial age, the other one is information age. So industrial age business and information age business, the area, the first foremost area is economic, where assembly line production is looked after in industrial age business, whereas information age business, we look after the customization of products, and under industrial age, we look after stable markets and suppliers and domestic competition, whereas information age business, we have fluid markets and suppliers and international competition. And if you look at organizational, under industrial age business, we have inside out, complex business process, interorganizational communication, and domestic reach or innovation. And information age business, we have outside in, that is top down approach, reusable, simple processes, interorganizational communication, and global reach and ambitions it is. And when we talk about the technical, here we look at the mechanical technology, proprietary standards, and predictable innovation. And under information age business, we have electronic technology, open interoperable standards, rapid unpredictable innovations are that are going in information age business. And social culture, in industrial age business, it was authoritarian, hierarchical, and business task force focus it was, and individual responsibility. Whereas information age business, it was horizontal team consensus, means the team members should discuss whether is it important for or not. There is no like monarchy, or there was no one decision taken by one person. And business process focus and team responsibility. This is changing business goals in changing environment. It was that this is how it's been changing. It was product innovation, next product technology, product diversity, product mix. There is a lot of difference that are going on. Customer requirement, flexibility was design, market share was volume. Just look at that. That is what it kind explains us. Next one is strategic decisions in manufacturing management. So strategic decisions in manufacturing management. If you can just look at here. Here we discuss about the strategic decisions and the difference between the strategic, administrative, and operational decisions. Manufacturing strategy, its capabilities, performance, and its strategic business objectives. Manufacturing management practices. Yes, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Yeah, please. So next we'll move to the strategic decisions in manufacturing management. Here we can see how actually the whole concept is we just think what is strategic decision? What will manage market manufacturing management? Because world-class manufacturing, the subject itself talks about how the manufacturing is done and how it is wastage is reduced with high quality product to satisfy the customer. So when you're talking here strategic decisions in manufacturing management, we just look at how the managers take to attain one or more organization goals. Why? Because as an employee, when we join any of the organization, our as an employee, we try to fulfill or achieve the individual objectives. And but as an organization, as a manager, not only satisfying the individual objectives, the organizational objectives also has to be attained. Organizational goals has to be attained. So how it is possible? For that, we need to make a strategy or a plan so that both organizational objective as well as individual goals are attained. So strategy can be defined as a general direction set for the company and various components to achieve a desired state. Desired state means anything. It may be after 10 years of land span of lifetime where the organization should be placed. Is it the top most organization or where you want to see your organization along with your improvement? That is what your strategy means. Not only for the organization, but also for different structure, different places, different areas where the organization is setting its plan, its components to receive or to get success. So, strategic decisions, its meaning and characteristics. So, strategic decisions are those decisions that are highly influenced over years, decades, and even beyond time, beyond that lifetime of the project. Because once a strategic decision is made, it is very unlikely to alter in the short term. Why? Because it is taken for the longer period. For a long time, it is taken. It cannot be broken or it cannot be diverted, deviated within the mid of that period. Strategic decisions are made for a longer period. It's not for a shorter period. And whenever you take any decision, it is the organization has to stick on to that, and as per that they have to work together. So whenever any decision or any vision is made for any particular organization, they'll see in so such a particular way that it cannot be deviated in any of the circumstances. It has to be stick on to the same plan, same decision itself. So that's it for the day, and the remaining we continue it in the next class. Is it okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, please let me take the attendance. Yeah, please. Remaining will continue in the next class.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. I will describe them. The duty.